When my mom died, most people asked, "What can I do?" My friend Adam didn't ask. He just flew to Vegas and showed up at my door. That's the difference between people who care and people who actually matter. I'm going to show you exactly why showing up without asking is the most powerful thing you can do for someone in crisis, and how to do it right. This isn't about being intrusive or pushy. This is about being the friend who actually makes a difference when it counts. By the end, you'll have a simple framework you can use the next time someone you care about is struggling. And if you stay until the end, I'll reveal the one trait that separates people who build lasting relationships from those who stay forever on the sidelines. Welcome back to Deeper Dudes. But first, let's talk about why asking "what can I do" is actually hurting the people you're trying to help. Your friend just lost their job. Your family member got diagnosed with cancer. Your colleague's marriage is falling apart. So you reach out and say those 4 words. What can I do? It sounds caring. It sounds supportive. Research from UCLA shows that people in crisis are already overwhelmed by decision fatigue. They're drowning in choices they can't make, problems they can't solve. And now you're asking them to manage your help too. What a load of crap. Here's what really happens when you ask, "What can I do?" First, you put the burden back on them. They're already struggling to keep their head above water, and now they have to think about what you could do, how to ask for it, whether it's too much trouble. Second, most people will say nothing anyway because they don't want to be a burden. So you both feel awkward, nothing happens, and they're still suffering alone. But showing up isn't about being pushy. It's about being useful. And here's exactly how to do it. The Show Up framework has 3 parts. Assess the obvious needs, act immediately, and adjust as you go. When my business collapsed and I lost everything, my friend Greg didn't call to ask how he could help. He wired money to my account that same day with a note, "Pay me back when you can." No questions, no conditions, just action. He assessed what I needed most, which was immediate financial breathing room. He acted without making me ask, and he made it clear there were no strings attached. That's what real friendship looks like. It's not about reading minds or being perfect. It's about taking the initiative when someone can't. Before we go any further, I want to pause for something important. None of what we've been talking about really matters if we don't have the energy and clarity to actually implement it. I learned that the hard way. Look, we can't become the best version of ourselves on a broken foundation. We all know what it feels like to wake up exhausted. No energy, poor focus, and zero motivation. I've been there. I also know what I feel like when I get good, restful sleep, targeted therapy, and the right supplements. These form an essential part of this healing journey we're on. It's the solid foundation from which we grow. I've personally tested more things than I can tell you. You could consider me your personal guinea pig. Everything linked in the description below I personally love. Whether it's the sleep tools, supplements, therapy resources, cold plunge gear, or the journaling apps, I've done and used them all. These are some of the very best science-backed and extensively tested products designed to help us get rock-solid sleep, have abundant energy, and experience the mental clarity and vitality we want. Check the description below for the complete stack. And hey, if you grab anything through my links, you'll be supporting this channel at 0 cost to you. No pressure, of course, and thank you in advance for taking a look. Now let's get back to it. If this is resonating, please hit that like button so more people can learn how to actually be there for the people they care about. And drop a comment. Have you ever had someone just show up for you when you needed it most? I'd love to hear those stories. Here's the truth about showing up that changes everything. The best help is specific, immediate, and requires zero energy from the person who's struggling. This means you need to become a detective of human needs. When someone is in crisis, there are always 3 categories of needs: immediate practical needs, emotional support needs, and long-term stability needs. Here's how to identify and act on each one. For immediate practical needs, look at their situation and ask yourself, what basic life function is probably harder right now? If they're dealing with a medical emergency, they probably need meals, childcare, or transportation. If they lost their job, they need financial support or networking connections. If they're grieving, they need someone to handle logistics they can't focus on. My friend Sarah's dad died suddenly, and instead of asking what I could do, I just showed up with groceries and started cooking dinner for her family. Not because she asked, but because I knew they hadn't been eating properly for 3 days. She cried with relief because it was one less thing she had to think about. For emotional support, the key is presence, not words. Show up physically if you can. Sit with them. Don't try to fix their feelings or give advice unless they specifically ask. Just be there while they feel what they need to feel. And here's what most people get wrong about long-term support. They disappear after the initial crisis. Real support means checking in weeks and months later when everyone else has moved on but they're still rebuilding. Set reminders in your phone. Keep showing up, even when the crisis isn't fresh anymore. The most powerful part of showing up is this. It builds the kind of trust that lasts forever. When you prove you'll act without being asked, when you demonstrate that their well-being matters more to you than social niceties, you become someone they know they can count on. And that's when relationships transform from casual friendships into unbreakable bonds. When you combine all 3 parts, assessing obvious needs, acting immediately, and adjusting as you go, you become the person others can rely on when life gets hard. Not just someone who cares, but someone who actually helps. Drop a comment. What's one practical way you could show up for someone in your life right now without asking what they need? Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We hope you found this helpful. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe to Deeper Dudes, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. It not only helps the channel, but it also tells us that we should make more content like this. We post videos every other day that tackle real challenges men face. So if you like this one, you're probably going to enjoy the others on the channel. Remember, struggling doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. The fact that you took time to watch this means you're ready for something better. Thanks again for watching. Finally, be sure to check out the description below for all the amazing products that could jumpstart your healing journey. Catch you in the next one, Deeper Dudes. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, keep thriving.